7, 1, 2, 5. Is that my beer?
Cheers, fellas.
That's my
Salud.
beer, players.
What is that? What'd you pour? That just sounds thick as fuck.
Well, it's from the liquor store on Indiana in Riverside, California. I got Almanac
California.
Beer Co. Boost Coffee Stout, which is fire, 9%. Okay. 4 of them cost $20, $24. Look how thicky snicky that is.
Bro, show that to the
Bruh,
camera.
yeah.
You should make a
Come on.
fucking a root beer float out of that.
Well,
bitch.
what I did do,
Yeah, that would be fucking
in
bomb.
that
Get a root
fucking
beer
mason
float.
jar. Holy
I
shit!
put that in the freezer for 30 minutes. Come back and that shit's shloop. Hit the top of it. It cracks like fucking. And he's drinking.
Oh,
like that.
for real? Like it. Oh, I did. You did see that video? Yeah. Your
Well, that was
videos are always
fucking
like fucking
That shit
grainy
will
as
be
fuck.
bomb with
because
some ice cream.
we got an Android
Yeah.
guy over here. Oh, can you open this up?
That's their fault.
Little some. Little Lagunitas.
Well, I'm
little
thinking
some.
about switching phones because I only need like $10 to finish paying off my phone. But
You are
coronavirus.
fucking up on video right now.
Yeah,
Edit that out or what?
Yeah,
is
We-
T-Mobile open?
yeah we
Jesus.
moved everything around. So Martin,
Are the phone stores
Nah,
open?
don't give him
No,
that. You just can't open a beer.
huh? No one's answering me, so I'm just gonna continue.
Go ahead.
Phones what?
I was
Look at
thinking
this.
about my new. I want to get a new phone, but I don't know if the phone stores are open.
I don't
You
think
get
they are.
Apple Store? Oh no, they're all closed. Yeah,
You can
What do you
order
have?
one.
you can order
I
one.
have
Yeah.
Android. I'm thinking of getting sticking with Android and getting the S20, or just getting the fucking iPhone. Shit. Eric, tell me because you were a
Dude,
fucking
tell him
Android.
because you know you were straight Android. Tell him about iPhone.
Let me smell that real quick. Or let me taste it.
I mean, it doesn't lag as much as fucking Android does.
And it works, right? Simple, easy, connects
This
with
is
everything.
fucking bomb.
It's
You try this?
everything's kind of backwards from Android. Like you're kind of used to buttons and shit, right? Like yeah, and iPhone
Tastes delicious.
doesn't really have that.
Oh,
You're gonna have to get
Damn,
used to
that
it.
that tastes like Christmas morning.
It's gonna take you, I don't know, a couple weeks to get used to like switching over. Like
Well-
if you do, but
But once you get used to it,
once you get used to it, it's cool. I mean, it's a phone. It's gonna do the same shit. For me, the biggest thing was it connects to my car a little better with fucking Honda Connect or whatever the fuck it is.
I like it because, like, I mean, just Apple products. Like, I mean, I have Macs and all that shit. Even my watch. Like, right when I walk into walk near either my laptop or the computer, it unlocks it. Like,
Yeah.
it just everything's so seamless. My headphones, right when I put them on, connect. Boom, boom, boom. Like it's just dope how it's all like connected.
For me, I've always had problems with both. Like, because of all the shit, all the random shit I do, and I always end up finding a problem.
Porn.
Yeah, yeah.
Porn.
I always end up finding a problem with both. And iPhone.
Oh.
This was still on.
Still recording?
Still
Yeah, it's
recording?
still recording.
Damn. You guys witnessed that? We had a
Shit.
fucking
Is this
power
still
outage.
recording? We just had the power go
Oh,
out.
shit. All of us.
Shit.
Oh,
That was like a weird little glitch, though.
Bro, it's following me because I was playing last night and that's how that shit was
Yeah, your
happening
power
at the
kept going
house.
out.
Like,
Oh,
That shit
holy
go out?
shit.
Oh, that's Alexa talking shit.
okay.
Alexa's
Well,
talking shit.
this shit stayed on, I think. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, still.
That
No.
shit
Where
was
the
random.
fuck
What's the
was that?
time code? What's it say?
4.
Oh, okay.
4
I think we're
minutes.
good.
We're talking
Alright.
about Android and
We're
Oh,
just
yeah.
saying it always fucks up.
Yeah, I've always had fucking random ass problems with both.
We're just gonna ignore this. Like, that's fucking crazy.
What Android or iPhone? What does anal look better on? Porn wise.
I don't know. I have bad vision, so either way, it's kind of blurry. I mean,
why you thinking about it then? You should just be like, I have bad vision.
no, because I pulled up both pictures in my brain. I was like, yeah, they're both blurry. They both look like balloon knots. So
I don't know. As long as fucking
That's hilarious.
the phone works and all that, I think
Balloon nuts.
I'll go towards that because I'm not even. I don't know. I think it's how old I am now. I don't fucking care about the phone anymore. Like I used to be
No.
like, oh, it has this and it has that. You could do this. And like as long as you can fucking call, text, go on the internet,
Yeah,
play
think-
music.
Spotify,
think,
YouTube.
all that
yeah,
shit.
all
think
that
about
shit.
Good.
the shit that you actually use, and that's gonna be working on both phones.
Yeah.
I just like the connectivity of it, like how fucking seamless it is.
Yeah, you have everything is Mac. Yeah,
Dude, like for example,
iPhone.
I mean, even Alexa now. I've been fucking talking about this every episode, but I got a new TV, so now I'm lazy as fuck. Hey Alexa, turn my light on.
Oh yeah.
Hey Alexa, turn my TV on. Hey Alexa, go to PlayStation. Today I found out I could be like, hey Alexa, change my Spotify to this, and I was like, holy shit! Like,
No, but your light. How do you do that?
oh, I have the special plugs.
Oh, I was about to
Oh,
say
yeah.
you have the.
I just
clap
bought
plugs
one
up
that
on
time we were drunk.
No, dude,
clapping.
like at my place with all the
Clap
fucking lights that Corey
Yeah.
got. I just yell at my phone like, "Hey Siri, light it up," and it lights up the whole house.
See, that's dope.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck that clap on shit.
I wish I would have had that when I was a kid.
While he has his apartment set up, him and Corey fucking the lights are sick. You got the Philip
The Philips Hughes, yeah.
that Philips fucking sick.
Dude, he spent
a lot of money.
like $1,500 on that shit.
Yeah. I remember when I was a kid walking. You're the first one in the house from like you guys were out somewhere all day, and it's nighttime. You get in, you just turn on the lights and you start dipping. Just making sure there's no
That
one
shit
in
still
there.
comes on my mind walking downstairs to get water at night. I'm like, it's a little sketchy.
But it's not as bad because of how I put all the little
Yeah,
lights.
we put the little sensor lights that turn on, but same. It's like,
El cucuy or what?
you guys believe in fucking ghosts?
I
don't
do.
believe in
I've
ghosts.
seen a couple.
I believe in people fucking robbing your shit in the middle of the night. For
And I've been
sure.
thinking about that lately. I'm like, with all this coronavirus shit going on.
Well, I like how our stairs, you have to come up like this and up like this. And there's like a tech center where our weights are and stuff like that. So I would just be right there just throwing shit down on
I got my shit ready.
Throwing shit down.
It's funny because we
Who would you
posted
throw down at him?
weights and shit. Just everything.
pillows and shit,
He's gonna
shoes.
knock 'em
Buy
out.
us some time.
You think it's Home Alone and shit? You're throwing cars and shit. Fucking.
If I had my own place,
He's got a log on a rope. He's
if I had my own place, by every window there'd be jacks. So if they step in, they could just step on that shit. Like there'd be booby tracks everywhere. But I have kids and shit, so that won't work.
Jacks? What do you mean by jacks?
Remember those jacks that are spiky,
just put
Oh,
Legos.
yeah,
Legos.
I
fool.
was like, what? I
Just
thought
put
you meant like
Legos
a car
every-
jack. I was like,
or just so you can
Yeah.
hear, like give you time.
Fucking pump them up. Or
Cause I wake up, I don't sleep right through the night. I wake up at least like 4 or 5 times.
yeah, I've been waking up like at least once or twice.
Every time the dogs bark, I look outside.
yeah, it's starting to make me paranoid a little bit.
I've been like that.
And plus, I have that stupid app for our neighborhood. And every time someone's like, "Oh, someone tried to rob my car. Oh, someone tried to do this,"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Motherfuckers!"
I think you'll get more paranoid if you get the ring, like like the camera.
Oh yeah, that shit goes off for anything though.
Yeah.
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 My buddy told me he got the fog light. Is it called the fog lights? Like the ones right there on the garage.
Oh, the immigrant lights.
That's sensor light.
Immigrant
Immigrant lights. What the fuck?
So you flash out, you be like,
Yeah, he said he got one of those.
Dude, that could
and-
also be like a gel too.
Yeah. What has to be immigrant lights?
No,
Son of a
yeah.
tomato,
bitch.
tomato. It's all the movies I've
You're
seen.
darker than us, motherfucker.
I know.
Proof.
Gentify just shows me that I'm not Mexican at all.
That
What?
just shows you're not that type of Mexican.
But anyways, I guess
No,
those are fucking annoying because cars pass by and that shit will turn on and record it.
Still good though.
Yeah.
But
We have
For that one time that shit pops off.
shit. We have
I
little ass dogs, so they announce when motherfuckers
Yeah.
come up to the house, so it's all good.
I remember I had my first car was an Acura Integra GSR, and fucking at the time everyone's so afraid of stealing. I was always afraid of stealing them, or getting it stolen because I knew people
So
that
you stole it and didn't want to get stolen back.
I was like, God damn, I fucked that up. Yeah, no, it's because I knew all kinds of people that stole cars and shit, and then I knew like at the time everyone was stealing those type of cars.
Wasn't that a Honda thing? Like you could steal every kind of type of Honda with a certain type of key?
well,
Master
Like there was a
I had
master
a
key
bunch
or
of
something?
keys.
I think that was
shaped like
Toyota.
that,
Oh, it was
allegedly.
Toyota?
like
I
old
think it was
school.
Honda and Toyota.
Long story short, when I had it, I would fucking wake up for every little sound and go outside because I thought someone was stealing it.
Well, if you really want to steal a car, you can steal any car in a car, I guess.
Really? How? Show us.
Well, I don't know. I never
Yeah,
stole a
just-
car, but I don't even know how.
He was
I
talking to
did.
me. He said, he's like, if you. So,
Like on,
No, you fuck up blocks. We know that already. He was so
know.
that
confident.
never happened.
Oh, fuck. To this day, when he brings that up, I'm like, oh,
every
yeah,
time I
that's crazy.
thought about like,
You have to try to forget about it.
every time I thought about like stealing a car, I just fucking thought I was fucking Nick Cage and fucking Gone in 60 Seconds.
I have literally never thought about stealing a car in my life.
If you had to, I mean,
Technically, I've stolen. I've not. No, I don't know. My dad. So my mom lived. It was a townhome. So my mom lived in the front. My dad lived in the back. And he had a truck, and he would let me drive it. And I didn't have a driver's license or anything. So I drove it one night. I went to Taco Bell, had a receipt and everything like that. And for some reason, my mom was able to look in my dad's car. And she's like, "Where were you last night?" I was like, wasn't nowhere." She's like, "Well, I have your receipt right here." Like that. So she knew that I was driving around without a license and stuff like that. It was a sick ass Toyota Tundra, it had rims on it and everything. But my dad was had friends that were drug addicts, and we came home one day in his garage, and his car was on blocks. His rims and tires were gone.
Oh, damn.
Out of his garage, bro.
I believe it
insane.
though about your mom catching you because she thought you were fucking passing a joint earlier.
Oh
You're
yeah,
just giving
that
it
was
some marker.
random. Like you straight up pulled out some markers and shit and showed us. We're like, we don't want those. And you put it back in your pocket. And as soon as you did that, your mom was like, "Hey, what's that?" And we all looked at her like, "What?" And she just looked at us like, "What is that?" Like, "Oh, it's markers." Markers.
Shout out there were big ass blunts. Or something.
I was like, "God damn!" I felt like a little kid. I didn't know what to do. Like, oh shit. Sorry, ma'am.
She caught us red.
Red-handed. Fuck. That's crazy.
So what's the beer news, baby?
Wait, I do have beer news.
No beer
Oh
news?
yeah, I do have beer news actually. And beer news
Beer news.
submitted by our buddy Raul, the beer guy.
Oh yeah, what happened to that guy?
He just sent me a little article showing me about a couple of breweries that
We need some more beer.
that are
Like-
panicking
or whiskey.
because, huh? Oh, you want more whiskey? They're panicking because, of course, coronavirus. It's a social distancing. We have to practice it all over the world, and their beer is gonna go bad. So they're making the kegs cheaper, the 6-packs cheaper, and they're just trying to fucking get it out. And also they're teaming up with I don't know if you ever heard of them. It's called King Delivery. It's like a SoCal delivery for just beer. So they're teaming up with them and just making packages and all that and sending their beer out.
Oh,
like today,
shit.
you just went to Yard House to go pick up
did.
beer. Like
Yep.
that's fucking crazy.
Show us
Like,
that jar.
yeah, show us a jar.
Got two, little over 2 pints in these too.
Yeah, that's nuts. Like he went to a
How much were
fucking
they?
restaurant.
These
And
were
got beer.
These were 9. Most of them are $8 for a jar.
But you're
These
fancy.
were 9. No, yeah, because I was trying to get knee deep hop tolerance.
And they didn't lock them up like they usually put tape around them. Like, well, at breweries, like,
Nah, they're just
Yeah.
like, hey, here.
here's a
Get this shit out
jar.
of here.
How much are they regularly?
But you had to buy food though, right?
How much are they like if we're
Uh,
going through this?
If you're gonna sit at the bar and have a pint, the pint's gonna be like $7. So this is a little over 2 pints for.
Oh, shit.
It's just nuts
$9.
that he's buying beer and taking it out. That's the thing.
Oh, you weren't able to do that before?
no, you can't go to a restaurant and just buy beer.
No,
Well, I don't know. What
Nah.
don't fucking yell at
Breweries.
me, you guys.
That's what I'm saying. At breweries, you buy a growler, but they tape the fuck out of it.
Oh,
So like,
okay.
if you cut it and you have it in your car, it's proof that hey, we
Yeah,
took care of
open
them.
container.
You fucking opened it.
Yeah.
Like, that's not
Yeah.
on us.
So yeah, that's part of the beer news. So this fucking brewery, and I think it was Ireland, they're tripping out so much that their IPAs and all that they're thinking about draining that shit, and they're just like, we're gonna
Just
lose a
dumping
shitload
it?
of money. They're just dumping it, and people are just like, they're so desperate they're just like, you know what, we'll just give you the beer. But yeah, that was our beer news submitted by Raul, the beer guy. Thanks, guys.
That's crazy. Oh, because he's delivering the beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you guys have beer news for us, hit
Well,
me up.
he's not really delivering now, is he?
I don't know.
Well, I seen.
Because even Yard House was telling me they stopped ordering.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well
Don't
that's
they
the whole
brew?
reason.
Isn't that
Huh?
like? Don't they brew?
Yeah,
their own
they
shit?
brew too, but I think they use like other breweries to brew their beer. I don't think they have their own brewery.
No, I think they brew their own beer. I don't think it's on
'Cause
site.
it looks like it. Like when
But-
you look in the
but
back,
like
it looks like
kegs
they
and
have
all
their
that.
own fucking
Yeah.
little.
brewery
brewery thing
fucking
going.
Maybe.
well, they're not brewing or
'Cause they
they're
have their
not
house
ordering
stuff.
because they don't know how long this is going to last and how long.
I mean, no
people-
one does.
Well, the
Right.
grocery stores and stuff like that, people are still filling. Because when I went to Ralph's
But
yesterday,
yeah, of course.
the Stone guy was. I wanted to ask him if I can like have a shirt or something, but
Why didn't you?
Well, that's different though. That's in
Pussy.
bottles. Like
Yeah.
we're
Yes.
talking about like kegs.
oh shit, that's
and-
sitting there.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
kegs-
Restaurants.
Kegs aren't completely sealed and they'll go bad after a while, or
Like-
they'll just go super flat.
What's the estimated time though? Time frame for something like that, like a keg. If we were to, because we have something where we
if
can put a
if we got a
keg.
keg right here, it'll last a while. Like,
Like
if
3
we
weeks.
get the CO2 and everything
Yeah,
too,
it's a couple weeks.
it'll be longer. I think that's the time frame for it just sitting there by itself.
Oh, by itself. Well,
Yeah.
using it, yeah.
If we have the CO2 tank,
We're not laughing at you.
Oh, we're like-
Steffi got stuck trying to get out of there.
His lower body got through, but his stomach got stuck.
We're just like, what's going on?
His zipper was down too. That was a mess right now. If you guys don't know, that's the dude that owns this place. He's just kind of fucked up right now, I guess. I don't know.
Kind of fucked up.
All right, sorry.
But yeah, but restaurants are tripping out because they kind of broke the seal on the kegs too, and the CO2 and all that. So
Well, they should.
even like Applebee's is just like, hey, we'll serve you some fucking whack ass
Applebee's
food.
is still open too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, I mean, everything's still open. They just
Yeah.
have to
it's
go
all
and
drive-in
curbside,
or dining
yeah,
or
some
delivery.
shit.
Chili's and all that. They're doing the same thing. Like, hey, you have to buy food, and you could get beer. Like Yard House, you had
Which
to
is
buy
pretty
some
dope.
wings, huh?
I hope
you
I hope
could
that
get drinks
changes things.
I hope that stays
Some
like
places
that.
Yeah,
are
I know.
doing
They just
doing
like-
like mixed drinks.
Yeah, Applebee's is doing mixed drinks.
Yeah,
Just seems like
so
a
you
lot
get
of
like
work.
a fucking
A
margarita
lot
or
of
some
work.
shit.
How?
just to
Like
drive, pick it up, and then have to drive back home.
it's the same shit as going to the restaurant and
like
sitting
going
there.
home. Yeah.
No.
Well, yeah, I don't go to the restaurants a lot though.
Oh, well,
I'd rather just go to the liquor
Well-
store and just drink it at
Well,
home.
for people that don't know how to cook or whatever, don't have that luxury cooking at home or
Yeah.
whatever, they could just like, hey, I just want beer and I want food.
And
just go
also,
to the
people are
park.
so bored. They're probably bored of the shit they're cooking or the shit
Yeah.
they have. They're still just buying.
I've noticed we've been eating like fucking crazy.
You've been
Like,
snacking like crazy.
Yeah, snacks and
Just
just.
get bored as fuck. Go downstairs. Get some shit.
nothing's changed for me. I'm still just cooking beans. All week.
Oh, you still well because you bought a fucking.
You bought like
100-pound
20
bag
pounds of beans.
40 pounds.
But
But that's
Middle-
no
we're-
different.
have you even hit a dent yet? Like, have you
No.
even actually made a dent?
No, but that's no different than any other fucking week. Like during the week, I usually just cook beans all fucking week, and mix it up with different meats or different
Chicken
fucking
and
veggies.
shit like that.
Yeah,
That shit is good though. I'll give it to you.
You know, like
I've been there
now
for the
that
process.
I didn't like when I was a kid. Lentejas, how you say it?
yeah.
Mark.
Lentils.
Lentils.
What is it?
Oh, I love that shit now,
It's
dude.
the one
Dude,
you tried
I
last time.
made some
Especially
like
with some chicken.
this past batch I made was I put curry seasoning in it and what is that? Turmeric. So it was like Indian as fuck. I put a bunch of
Yeah,
garlic.
Dude, I've been wanting Indian food
Yeah.
too.
So
you tried Gandhi down the street here?
No,
That's fucking
it's
good.
Pretty good, dude. You're the one that put me on Indian
a
food.
restaurant?
At first, I didn't like it because I tried those fucking
Huh?
those little balls that are just
Gandhi?
filled with syrup, and I was like,
Yes,
"Oh,
a
what the
restaurant.
fuck is
Oh, yeah.
that?" Yeah, they're dessert.
Those are gross.
Yeah.
That shit's fucking.
but their food is
Tasty.
good. Like
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. But you know what's changing too? Like even how I was watching the news the other day, and like reporters are reporting from home.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and I was tripping out. I was like, damn, this is going to do something. This is going to change something. Because the weather guy, all he did was put a fucking green screen in his house, in his garage, and he was doing the weather from home. I was like, producers are going to see that, like, you did that shit from home. You didn't need to come over here. Like,
Yeah.
or people like to do that will be like, we don't need to go over there. Like, we just do it from home and
Like
start
that-
doing their own thing.
That's a meme going around. It's like when fucking, your job said that, they fucking, that you couldn't work from home. They lied to you. The government said
Yeah.
they didn't have money. They lied to you.
yeah.
yeah.
And they also said the government's like that friend that says they never have money, but when it's something they want to do, all of a sudden they're down. Like,
Yeah.
But you've noticed when a lot of people that telecommute, a lot of people don't have the laptops, a lot of people don't have computers, a lot of people don't have the bandwidth to handle what they're doing at work at home.
Well, it depends.
Yeah.
I mean, because you really can. You could just put it on a fucking hard drive. But it just depends on like a company like where you work. You guys all work on an internal server and it's sensitive information. So it's a little more tricky.
Yeah.
But still, a lot of people don't have laptops and fucking computers.
Yeah.
Everyone just they're on their phone. They use their phone for everything now.
That is weird. I think it's so weird that when someone doesn't have like a computer at home.
We wouldn't have a laptop, but Melissa went to school. That's why she has a laptop. But other than that, I would never use a laptop.
Dude, there was a huge scramble for everyone at Disney to get laptops when that shit happened. Like once they started shutting everything down and shit got real,
Mm-hmm.
they didn't have enough laptops for everyone to like.
Oh, because a
work
lot of
from home.
people, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, and everything like all the information that we have is like it has to be secure.
Yeah.
So it has to be run through our like VPN. It has like everything like that. So
Sam, so the fucking, you guys' IT was just working overtime. Yeah.
they were working overtime. Our customer engagement team was working overtime, like 12-hour shifts,
Yeah.
because they're the ones that are putting out emails telling everyone like what's going on in
Yeah.
parks and
That was me.
yeah.
Can you explain this thing? Because I've seen it at work. So they have a laptop, but we have our 2 screens. But they're able to put the laptop, and it connects to something.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then
it's
what-
just a dock.
That's a
it's a
dock,
dock.
yeah.
Yeah, but how does it? I don't understand how what the dock is. So it's kind of doing what this is
The
doing.
dock is pretty much instead of plugging in all these plugs.
Because I was able to help her just
Yeah.
because I knew how to do
yeah.
how this worked.
Yeah, instead
That's
of-
funny, yeah.
And so instead of
You just got to raise.
I was able to go to the settings and like mirror it and shit like that.
So instead of all
yeah?
these plugs on the side of the computer, you just fucking it's everything's just connected together, and it's already like plugged in.
But you
way
have
it's
to buy a
supposed be.
certain laptop then because like these don't have like the little, do they?
At the
Have-
bottom?
Where you can,
No.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. You have to buy a certain laptop. then.
Usually
Well,
the PCs.
Well, no, like these have docks too. Like you could buy a dock for this. It just stands straight up
Mm.
because everything's
Doesn't
plugged into the side.
The Microsoft Surface, that's what it's pretty much for, to dock. Because they have like the.
Well, no, they just have the ability to do it.
Wow.
Like, so
Yeah,
a
like-
dock is just, it goes into all those plugs.
Yeah.
And then you can just like,
But there's
utilize them.
But there's certain computers that have it at the bottom. That's what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
It has like
Tony
it has
has
a
that.
It's like
strip.
an HP. It's
Yeah, it has a strip at the bottom,
Mhm.
and you just connect it. And as soon as you
It
connect it,
snaps in, yeah.
it connects to all your screens. It connects to like your mouse and everything. But it's just a dock.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you
okay.
connect like all these wires are connected to the side of the computer. You connect everything to that dock. So as soon as you put your computer on it, that it's already connected.
Oh, that's tight.
But it does this. It's the same thing for these computers too. But these ones are like upright. Like they just have a dock fucking sitting up like this.
Yeah.
And you just
Sideways.
slide it in, and it connects. And
That's dope.
yeah,
Yeah, but I mean,
Amazing.
the whole working from home thing, I think it's an eye opener. I mean, fuck, this whole thing, like what we're doing now is an eye opener. So it's like okay, like they're doing the news from home, they're doing this from home. Those guys probably didn't know how to do it, but they had some guy go in and fucking do what we do.
And most of them are
Set
old
it
as
up.
fuck, too.
And they're old as fuck. But back in the day, the operation we got going on with the audio and the podcast and the camera and all that shit, they would probably think that's fucking crazy, and someone would get paid mad money to just set this up.
yeah,
And it's like everything that you see on TV and you see at home and all that stuff, or like on TV online, we can all fucking do that shit.
yeah.
It might not just be as clear because we don't have the quality lens or camera, blah blah blah, but we can still actually do it. So,
Yeah. Usually, most plugs are color coded, so you know where they fit in, or they're a special shape, so you could look at one
yeah,
end
it's always
and be
a
like,
shape,
okay,
so-
it should fit in there.
Well, that's how it was when we were younger, and your grandma would be like, "Plug in my VCR, plug in this," and you'd
That's
be
where I learned all this shit.
You'd be the kid that'd be like, "Oh, I'll put," because you knew you had PlayStation, you had all the Nintendo and all that stuff, so you'd be the one in the family and be like, "Oh, come in here and fix this shit." Like,
Yeah.
but at a certain point, you stayed with it. At a certain point, I was just like, I didn't.
I only stayed with it because I've said this a few times on here. It's fucking those free AOL CDs because I would always get free
Coronavirus.
COVID.
Coronavirus. Oh shit.
No, I have a.
Um,
It's dust in here, and I have allergies, and I'm out of my
No.
Claritin D.
get the
Don't believe
You
you.
need to be 21 and over to get
get
it.
the, no,
So you
get the
need the
Target
D?
one.
You're at a
Target
D.
one works
He
good.
needs a D.
He needs a D.
It's an off-brand one that's cheaper. But yeah, it's just AOL. Fucking the free disc. I would always fucking get a new free
Fucking
trial.
net zero and shit.
My computer would always take a shit because I'm downloading all kinds of fucking music and get viruses and blah blah.
LimeWire, come back.
And then I'd always fucking wire, like I would get cable for like the living room and maybe one room, and then I would just add little splitters and put them in all the rooms.
Oh yeah.
It's just funny. That's my story.
That's my story, and I'm sticking with it.
But it's funny how kids, the younger kids, like 8, they just think shit happens. Like, oh, it's on. Oh, Wi-Fi is on. Like, they don't understand where it's coming from. Like, if it's off, they're flipping the fuck out. Like,
That's
what
how
the
they grew
fuck?
up. They're just
Yeah, that's what I'm
like-
saying.
I
It's
feel
crazy.
like that's how you were before you started hanging out with us.
No, I knew what the fuck Wi-Fi. I didn't have Wi-Fi back. I came in dial-up. I remember all those shits.
No, I'm saying like connecting anything.
No, like he said, things are color coordinated and shape coordinated. I could have figured, maybe not that whole thing, but I could have figured some shit out. We don't need you as much as you think.
Fuck. Let's replay that. Let's replay that back and forth. I'm gonna let you take over for a week. You upload everything.
Keep showing me shit, and you ain't gonna be here.
No, I've been trying to show my nephew. I've been trying to show my nephew some stuff like web development or just even cracking a computer and things like that. And my sister has some work computers, like old ass work computers that's just been sitting there. I'm like, here's your assignment for next week. I want you to crack the computer, make a new user, and that's it. And I'll come and check it out.
Yeah, if I stay at this job that I'm at now, I'm probably gonna make him pay for me to go to boot camp.
Yeah.
Because I know basic HTML, but I want to actually know like decent coding, so I can, that'll just open up my resume and then I'll leave.
Yep.
That's basically.
You should.
Yeah, because UCR has boot camp, and then I could just do it there.
Well, they have all that coding for like little kids now too, which is kind of crazy. I think RCC has classes for that shit.
They've been.
Yeah.
For no, I'm talking about little kids.
Oh,
Like
little
8-year-olds.
kids?
Like
I mean,
yeah,
fuck.
like
I mean,
kids
that's
camps.
because that's becoming. It's almost becoming like one of those things where it's like you should know that. Eventually, it will turn into that. It's gonna be like a basic function. It's another language, but India's been doing that forever. That's why they're killers, with like being engineers and blah blah blah.
And telemarketers.
Yeah. the guy that actually that's been fixing the computers that we've been working on is he was telling me that back in the day, because he's older, he would work for this company and he would be the tech guy and he would travel all over to fix printers and network issues and blah blah blah. And the only reason they would ask for him all the single time, like every single time, was because of his accent, because he had an Indian accent, and they thought, oh, he's the fucking.
Did he
smart
have?
guy.
He has eyes though, right?
What do you mean?
And he sings good. Oh,
What?
you guys don't get it.
What?
Slumdog Millionaire. They take out their eyes out and they sing good so they can beg. Better.
Oh, I never watched that movie.
No.
Never seen it.
What? And he wins like. What was that one show where you guess all the answers correctly and you win like $1 million?
When you said Slumdog Millionaire, I was thinking about.
You've
that
never
movie.
seen Slumdog
I thought
Millionaire.
I thought you were talking
No.
about the movie P.I.
Oh man.
Shit, I was thinking the stupidest thing. I was thinking of a Chameleonaire, the rapper.
You're like,
he's got a movie.
I think no. I guess he did good in Bitcoin. Like he,
Yeah,
like,
he has mad money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that
in
shit's
tech,
down
he's
right
like
now.
super in. No,
That's-
but he did like tech shit. Like he got
No,
mad
I mean,
money off
Ashton
that.
Kutcher. I mean, he was gonna invest in the company I was working at before. He's fucking killing it in tech.
He's on
Um,
the Acorn, or what is that shit called?
Yeah, where it takes like your meals $10.75.
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
not just do it
No,
25
no,
cents?
I want to sign up for that.
Sponsor us. I just fucking did you.
Tony, he saved up a lot from that from Acorn, but it's crazy. I was just talking to him because he also went aggressive on like another Acorn account, and he had it so like it invest into stocks, and then he had a good chunk in there, and fucking like half of it went away this last time because the stock market's
that's
fucked
how
up.
like my fucking 401k and all that shit's fucking. I got
hurting
some
right now.
damage,
Yeah.
like $3,000 down.
It's
already.
supposedly,
Dude,
I guess it went
it'll
up
come back
again.
up.
Yeah. It will.
I don't know,
It
man.
We'll go
But-
up, but it went up a little bit after the stimulus package.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
But for now, like what I did, I switched all my shit to bonds because that's a lot safer. I switched that shit to bonds, and then once it starts to come back up, I'm gonna switch it back to stocks.
That's smart.
Yeah.
I mean, Disney went down, but obviously they're gonna come back up again. So they say that's a good one.
but
to
dude,
invest
I was already late. Like by the time I looked at my 401k, it said it was like negative 9% or some shit like that. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck.
in. Yeah.
And then by the time I tried to switch it, it said it was gonna take like a couple days, and that was already even lower.
That's a trip because like
Yeah.
they didn't teach us about stocks and like fucking.
Don't teach you
401ks.
shit in high school.
No,
They
I
just
mean
taught us how to
economics a
fucking-
little bit, but they
Actually,
just briefed through it.
My grade
they should
school,
teach
like
us that shit.
I think it was like 5th or 6th grade, one of my teachers had us like track like stocks and bonds.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, just pick something. It's going to be your project and blah, 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 and track it. And she actually did teach me some shit. Like, I don't remember any of it.
Yeah, no, I was taught a little bit in high school in economics, and then when I went to junior college, fucking microeconomics and macroeconomics, they teach you that. And one teacher in microeconomics, he's like, if the Dow Jones is down, then no homework. For some reason, for 3 weeks straight, that shit was down. We didn't go homework.
Yeah.
That should be in.
I just learned that by experience and fucking.
Right now, the Dow's down like crazy.
That's cool, though, because it made you keep checking. Like,
Yeah, stay on top of it a little
Yeah.
bit. But I want to get good at it. I do. Because, I mean, this is the time to do it.
And that was especially
Because things are just down, and then this is where people get rich. They start putting
Yeah.
money up.
especially if they throw me that 1,200 and 500 for each kid and just throw that shit into stocks. That's like I'm
You
thinking
get
of that.
500
Like
for each kid?
500 for each
Yeah.
kid.
Oh yeah.
We're
I
just
know
gonna
the
put that. We're
houses
just
are
gonna
gonna
put
go-
that away because
the
we're
whole
not
house is
hurting
not
right
going
now
in.
at this moment because I'm still working.
You're showing your forehead.
And I'm putting that shit to the. My hair's fucking sexy. Like how it floats, sort of.
Get the fuck out of here.
Look at that forehead, though. Fucking, that's a slapper.
Banger.
Billboard.
It's a slapper.
But that's 212s in the trunk, JLs. But
I had 212s in jail
Kickers.
back in the day. Some
I
kickers.
think that was the fucking
Yeah, yeah.
go-to, huh? That was the main thing.
That shit was
If you
loud
didn't
as
have the
fuck.
dyno mat, or just fucking.
Oh, mine didn't rattle.
My shit didn't rattle.
Some didn't.
I think,
Some had,
I
like,
think
really
if you have
good
a lot of
trunks.
space, it rattles. My car was. I had a Jetta. Shit, I still see it around the street. So we sold it to somebody.
My
but-
Grand Marquis could fit 3 bodies in there. Because
Damn.
I remember I snuck 3 people in.
Did you do the
movie-
nasty in there?
in the movie theaters? What, in the trunk?
No, in there.
I was like, what?
No, in the.
Oh
in-
yeah, a couple times. Couple.
That car was comfortable as fuck.
You know that's considered sex in public. I didn't know that
No, I got
Yeah.
scared of that a few times. I got pulled over once.
because where I work, we had to fill out like it's a police background, and it says, "Have you ever had?" And I marked no because I didn't know that was that is. But someone explained it to me. It's like, oh, you've had sex in the public. If you had sex in a car, then you've had sex in public.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
She's putting no.
Yeah,
I put no because I didn't. Well,
You can get indecent exposure
Yeah.
for taking a piss.
oh yeah, and then get put on the fucking sex register.
Oh
and-
yeah.
Someone was
Someone
talking
we
about.
know that did that.
I don't know.
We
forget.
knew actually. We don't talk to that person.
Well, I had this app that I paid for, but I got a new card, so it doesn't pay anymore. Because you have to like change your card. But
Spit it out.
But,
what are you saying, Mushmouth?
I'm not good at selling stories. But I went on that app. It has like people near you, sex registrants and all that shit.
You paid for that?
Yeah.
You don't have.
You pay for that?
You don't have to though.
Well, I don't pay anymore, but I did.
Yeah, but you don't have to. It's on.
Well, I don't, so we're all good. But
Damn.
it's someone that I knew from high school was on it. And it was nuts.
What? Like someone you
Yeah.
actually talked to?
That I
for
knew
what
in high
though? Does
school.
it say what he
It
did?
said they had more
Child
than
pornography?
100 child pornography.
How
Like,
the
it says 100 plus child
I don't
pornography.
I don't understand how people could fucking like that shit. That's fucking ridiculous. There was a
How do you even find that? That's like black web shit, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Or dark web, black web.
You racist fuck.
What's that show?
Still dark.
Is it CSI or NCIS or whatever with
SVU?
Ice-T?
Black Mirror.
One of those.
SVU.
Uh,
Special Victims Unit.
There was one where like this dude, they were into that shit, like the child porn and blah blah blah. And then I remember that episode. The guy went to court and he tried to like go to like the Supreme Court to argue that it's a disease or not a disease. It's you're born that way, the way gay people are born that way. I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Well, on the way over here, I was listening to this PTSD book
Mm-hmm.
called what the hell was it?
Vietnam.
No, it wasn't that. It was
Good morning,
it's called
It's on Audible.
it's called the body.
You can send it. You can send books.
Yeah, it's called
So
the
send it
body.
this
Body
one.
keeps the
I knew you were
score.
gonna say that.
It's a really fucking good book
is it
so
called
far.
again?
The body keeps the score. I'm
Body
pretty
Keeps
sure
the
that's what it's
Score.
called. But it goes into
Is it narrated like a
Hmm?
good narrative? Like a person that's reading it is good, like
Yeah.
voicing it? Because there's some books on Audible that it's just like a monotone where you're like, fuck it. So
No,
you have to
it's-
find the ones that are like really good.
It's pretty fucking good. And he starts talking. He starts off with like the soldiers and everything, that type of PTSD.
Yeah,
But then he branches off
it's
into
like the stress one.
The
he
Hood.
branches off into the hood. He branches off into like child rape. He branches off into everything else because it's all the same fucking thing. Like
Yeah.
he's like, it's not just
Child trauma.
yeah,
is
it's
trauma.
it's not
Yeah.
just the soldiers that are coming back from war seeing all this crazy shit.
No, they diagnosed my ex coworker with that.
Yeah.
Over stress.
Yeah, it's PTSD.
I mean, people going through divorces
Yeah.
get that shit too.
But he was one of the things he was talking about was like child rape, and it's fucked up how back in the day they used to think there was only so many cases, like 2% of fucking people in the whole country were molested or some shit.
Yeah.
But him as a worker in that field, he found out it was more than that. Like
Oh, he's a social worker?
no, he's not a social. He's there for trauma. Like he has a
Okay.
trauma center. He's there to try to help people, and a lot of people would come to him, and it was because of like child rape, and it's like someone in the family. It's like either the dad or brother or uncle or some shit like that. And he thought it was crazy.
It's crazy how that often that is.
He thought it was crazy that from the textbooks that he read, the percentage was so low.
But information wasn't like that easy to get to back in the day.
Yeah, the percentage was so low there, but how could he have like 50 people come in and talk to him about the same thing? He's like, that's more than 50% of the people in the country coming to see me about this. He's like, there's no way it's only in this, like here. Like it has to be so widespread that people are just not talking about it, and it's fucked up.
It happens in the families, and they keep it like a secret type. That's why they say, "Oh, that's your weird uncle." Like that's where that came from. Where like it happens more than not. Where shit, and they just brush it under the rug. Where like your grandpa's a fucking weirdo.
Dude, I learned that the fucking hard way going back to fucking Mexico. There's a lot of fucking people out there that like they'll pay off the cops because they don't. It's such a small town out there that they don't want to be like put on blast, which is fucked up because that dude still stays there. Like he doesn't go to jail, he still stays there and keeps molesting that fucking kid or whatever.
That's fucked up. I heard that from a homie of ours that he found out about his buddy that was actually his friend at some point molesting his daughter, and she's 11 now. But for years he's been doing it.
Wait, to his daughter?
Huh?
Or to his? Wait,
he was doing it to his own daughter.
Oh, to his own.
But it was his friend at some point.
That's crazy.
Or his real daughter. It was his real daughter or
His real
stepdaughter?
daughter.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, this when I was in school,
we
there
were
was
all
this-
there. I mean, but yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, that's just fucked
I
up.
remember that.
Well, it's not our friend; it's our friend's friend.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck? I was like,
It's a third
who
party.
the fuck
Yeah,
was
it's a
this?
third party.
But I
No, what the
remember
fuck? I wouldn't even bring that shit up. Fuck
He's like,
that.
you were there, you seen it.
You were there. Like, fuck no, I
And I
wasn't.
wouldn't bring it up just because I'd be fucking pissed.
No, I went to school with some girl that her dad was molesting her.
Well, that's when you
and
go.
she fucking killed herself.
That's
Yeah.
when a lot of those girls, when you were younger, when they were like ultra like aggressive towards you or like ultra like sexual, it's because maybe something occurred when they were a little younger or at that time was
I
occurring.
know a girl that takes pills till this day, because they develop like anxiety or depression and all that shit.
Or like you've always met that girl where she kind of talks like a little girl still, and I guess it was saying that if they're molested at a younger age, they kind of stop at that time. So their maturity level doesn't. So they're still talking like a little girl.
I've
still,
heard
like,
the same
doing all
thing.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's crazy as fuck.
That's fucking
they have
insane.
like their mental state gets stuck in that like cutesy weird.
Yeah.
like,
But that's what's weird about, because I have 2 boys now, and my 8-year-old, I tell him like, don't let anyone touch you here. Blah, blah, blah. Like, it's weird how I have to kind of tell him that, because it's in my head where like that shit can happen,
Yeah.
and like I don't know, it sounds kind of fucked up, but at the same time you have to let them know.
I feel really bad for like little girls or like girls in general, because obviously they were a lot more fragile than we are.
Well,
and they just shut down. Like they're just scared and nervous and blah blah blah. Like that's
you have to
fucking crazy.
realize girls are being like sexualized at like what, 12, 13? Like at a certain point there's always, when they turn that age, always someone trying to get at them. You know what I mean? To do some
middle school.
You know what I mean? Like that's just
But it's
that
also
would
a trip
suck.
because they're getting ready, putting
Mhm.
makeup on, doing their hair. It's like, why are you doing that? It's like, like you said, they're sexualized. Like it's.
Well, that's also, it's like, the mom tells them, you got to find a husband, blah blah,
and
movies,
they also see
cartoons.
on Instagram and all that shit too.
Well, that's a whole
Oh,
other
Instagram's
problem.
gonna
That's a
fuck
nother
whole shit
problem,
up. Yeah.
I mean,
I
how
s-
many fucking people
Damn.
are
That's
turning
just-
into these swipe up bitches? Subscribe to my fucking
A shitload of
a
them.
lot of them.
Like,
when
I
it
would
used to
do
be
it
like,
too.
oh,
I would fucking,
I
if I
know-
was a chick, I would have a Beamer right now. Well, not even, I had a Mercedes. I'd be, and half this shit, you don't even have to fuck with the dude. Just show him a little booty
Fucking
action real quick.
nuts.
and they're making mad money.
dude, like back in the day, you would see pictures of like your mom or your aunt, like they're just all innocent, like by the car. Now, let's say the next generation, like, mom, let me see your pictures from back in the day. They're all fucking showing their ass,
Yeah.
fucking.
It's fucked up because
selfies
once it
and
gets
shit.
on the internet, people screenshot it. It's gonna be
Yeah.
on Google forever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's why they.
They
I
not
mean,
only
a lot, if they're
screenshot it, but
smart,
they start fucking photoshopping it too. And
Oh yeah, and if they're smart, they're like they make like a fake name and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But
They're not
it's-
smart.
They're not. All of them aren't smart.
like even if you have a fucking bikini calendar, there's always someone out there that's gonna go like Photoshop the shit and
Yeah.
take that shit off.
But at the same time, you can make bank if you do it the right, like a certain.
But at
way.
the same time, I'm a little happy it exists.
Yeah.
I'm in love with
I'm not gonna pay
one
for
girl
some
since high school. I love you, Melissa.
But it's pretty cool. I mean, I was thinking about that today. I was just like looking at the Instagram girls, and to think about like even before our parents' generation, like showing like your ankles or just a little bit of like it was just like, oh shit, that's super sexy. Now it's like you can basically see a girl naked on fucking Instagram.
But honestly, I would rather see the sundress action.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like that
sundress
shit.
You know what I mean?
all
Like
day.
love
it's,
that
you're
shit.
covered, but you still see like how it just hits the
curves
curves
and all
and
that?
like that.
Yeah,
I'd rather
hell
see
yeah.
that than just be like,
Yeah.
bitch, I've seen ass. I'm fucking 31 years old. Seen titties. Titties don't.
Have you?
I don't get boners anymore. Really watching TV like that. With like when there's a fucking titties or ass
For
on
real?
it. Like
that
I
means
don't.
you're gay.
No, I'm not gay. I'm just fucking. I'm seeing it.
Just a
like,
little gay.
You're just desensitized. Is what it
Yeah,
is.
that's what I've seen it since I've been
You
fucking.
just told us you're not getting enough D. So
Nah, I've seen it since I've been stealing my stepdad's sticky ass porno tapes. Like it's been a long time,
Fucking
baby.
steppy,
It's
dude.
been a long. It's not this stepdad. It's my fuck. It's the other guy.
whoa.
I remember seeing those all the time in the river bottom, the field. And then I would be like, how the fuck did porno end up out here? Like, how are we so lucky to find a magazine every month?
Because her wife told him to throw it out. And shit.
Exactly. Or someone go out there and throw it out.
See on the screen right there where that tree's at? That's when people would drop off the porn and shit. Way in the back.
No, but I'm getting yelled at right now. Like Melissa does not want me to watch porn at all.
For real?
It has
If
nothing.
you go to a strip club, is she gonna get like crazy?
I've never been in a strip club. I'm not spending my hard ass fucking earned money on some
That
nasty
just sound
ass.
weird, but I don't like going to strip clubs. I mean, it's dope.
I don't
see
like them
girls.
either, but I don't like them either.
I don't.
It's kind of like, I don't know. You're just sitting in the fucking
I'm
room
not gonna nut.
watching the same
Our,
girl
our buddy
with a
Tim,
bunch of dudes with boners. And
our
shit.
buddy
Like,
Tim
fuck that.
told me a funny ass joke that cracked me up. He was working on it. He was telling me about like he's like, yeah, it's kind of weird if you go with your buddy to a strip club or it's your buddy's birthday because you're basically buying him a boner.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, bro.
Well, that's when you were like, well, I don't know how you guys grew up, but I'm half white. So I had a homie next door to us. His dad would just buy us paper for porn. He wouldn't even be home, and we just like 6 dudes just be watching porn.
That's fucking weird.
What?
We wouldn't be jacking up for anything. We'd just be watching it, be like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know if
Damn.
that's a white thing or not, but
I think it is.
I think it was for
Yeah.
his 18th birthday. We took him to a strip club.
Yeah.
Was it your 18th? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Strip joint.
it was fun, but we noticed that one of the homies was
Was
fucking
too
being
into
way
it,
too
bro.
much.
He
like,
showed up with sweats.
and no
oh,
boxers
he'd
on
been
and
there
shit.
before.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
just like, what?
Damn.
It was weird, but I mean, I don't know.
I
For
think
each his own,
porn
I
kind of
guess.
fucks your sex life up a little bit.
It,
Why?
it fucks up your mind.
It does
It
because
does.
No,
if,
for sure it does.
if
There's-
I watch porn, that's why I haven't been watching it a lot lately. Because if I watch it a lot, it takes me a lot longer to like
Desensitize
nut, and
you.
then
Yeah.
after a while, it just makes me like, oh, I can't do this. Like, because
Yeah.
I've seen all this other shit that it's not like.
Dude,
No, there's fucking.
You know what I
studies,
mean?
There's,
Yeah, I know
there's
exactly
studies
what you
that
mean.
show that it's up there with like fucking heroin. Like to your brain when you're watching porn, like the same fucking signals go off as like taking heroin. Fucking fly. What the fuck am I?
God damn, son.
Shoot, fly!
No,
Don't bother me.
Should went in my eyeballs.
Well, with that said, fucking Pornhub has porn on premium for free during this coronavirus
Oh yeah.
Oh,
pandemic.
shit.
Yeah.
If you
Keep it
pay
home to
feeding
keep
us.
you-
if you pay
So
if you
get on
pay to watch
jacking.
porn, if you pay, I'm sorry, don't fucking
Hell
listen
no.
to our. You're a fucking lame ass motherfucker.
Yeah, I
Like,
think
For
so.
real.
That's what I'm saying. The swipe up people.
Fuck.
Who the fuck's subscribing to like this random girl to like see her just play with herself every month or whatever? Like that's fucking crazy to me.
Nah, fuck all that.
nah.
Just go on Google or some shit.
But yeah, it does desensitize you. It does like fuck up your brain, and you probably should stop fucking watching porn.
Yeah, I haven't watched
if
it
you
for a
if you
minute.
if you've noticed a difference
Oh, I can
fucking
notice
your
it.
girl, yeah, then like
Dude, I remember when I was younger and
Again, I'm glad
I-
it exists.
and I was hooking up with girls. Well, I'm still hooking up with girls, but hooking up.
A guy here and there. Sound like you stopped for a minute, guy.
Hell no. No, I was gonna say like you were watching. 2020, don't judge me. Don't judge me. I am me. I get it where I can get it. Okay.
I get it where I fit in, baby.
You wanted the D, fool. There you go. Fucking Like you would watch the porn and you would try to do the same thing. Like this shit ain't working. I'm not fucking big steel fucking mic and shit over here.
I'm not good at watching porn. Like, I just scroll and I'm done by the time I don't even click on a video. Nowadays, you can just see the little previews roll. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it'll, if you stay on it for a second, it'll do like a couple seconds of it. And like
the best parts of it.
I'm done already. I just find the ass parts.
Remember Girls Gone Wild when those commercials
Bruh.
come on in the middle of the
Fuck.
night and shit? You're like, oh fuck.
And they didn't even really show shit.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That was the progression.
It looked like a whole bunch of Arizona bitches.
Yeah, and it was like yeah,
Like Havasu
yeah. Papa's and beer. Yeah,
Still
I
haven't been there. We'll go.
what?
We have to go there
Oh my
after
god,
this.
dude, it's so much fun.
They refunded our Mexico trip for June.
You
Oh,
told
for
me
real?
about that.
Yeah.
Let's go to Papa's and beer, dude. We should just go to Roseville just to go eat. Like
I
it's
could
not
show
far
you.
and it's fun.
I could show you.
eat.
No, we.
Mexico's
No,
starting to Mexico's starting to lock down too.
Yeah, I know. I heard. But
Well, when
before they
this-
lock down,
when this all clears up, like
When it gets hot in the summer,
like
'cause
Rosarito
coronavirus
for a
dies.
long time was my second home, and he knows. Like I know a shitload of places.
it's fun.
Like we know where to go, bro. We know where to go.
Some of the best tacos you'll have for sure.
What are the waves like?
Yeah.
Fucking
Oh, they're
dope.
way bigger. The waves are huge out there.
Got
There's
my
a-
boogie boards and
I think
pins
it's
going.
called for something area. There's a beach for like where surfers from out here go out there because the waves are so sick. And then you could go fucking off roading, go on your sand rails
Yeah.
or quads or whatever, horses, all that.
You do
shit's
whatever the fuck
fucking
you
dope.
want. You can go die out there because they don't give
I can be a
fuck.
fucking Axe commercial and ride my horse.
Yep.
Yeah.
You could get on the fucking crazy ass go
Old
kart
Spice.
that goes off a
Oh,
cliff
it's
and
Old
you can
Spice.
fly out of nowhere and
You
shit.
can ride a fucking camel.
Oh yeah,
They got
The fuck
camels
they
out
got-
there.
You could ride a
Is it
zebra.
fucking painted like a zebra?
They got
Camel.
No,
Imagine that'd be hilarious.
The Mexican zebras are.
Remember those golf carts? The golf carts that fly.
Oh, I always wanted to do that. I still want
wanna
to do it.
that shit.
So what you basically do is you fucking have a go kart that you fucking just launch
Hit
off
a dune?
a dune, and then it has a kite, and then you just fucking float over the ocean.
yeah, it's fucking crazy.
It's bootleg
Sounds
as
like a
fuck, but it
fucking
looks
Fortnite
fun.
What the fuck?
I'm a grown ass man, dude. I play Warzone.
Me too. I'm about to go home and play that tonight.
Hell yeah, dude, it's addicting. Oh, it's fun. That shit's fucking dope.
Fucking Rosarito, dude. Rosarito's the
Yeah.
shit.
Papa's and beer.
I said to my parents, like, yeah, I'm going to go to Knott's Berry Farm and we're going to stay out there in Anaheim and end up in Rosarito and shit. And with my grandpa, my grandpa would show up, I'll show up at the house and my grandpa like, what are you doing here? Oh, I know what you're doing here. Like, I won't tell your mom. Like, all right,
He was a
cool.
G, dude.
He's a
Shout out to my
fucking G.
grandpa.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
That was a straight G.
One of our homies, your cousin actually broke his
yeah.
arm, and my fucking
Yeah.
grandpa gave him a massage on a broken arm.
You crashed into someone on a
quad.
On a quad.
Yeah.
Oh, didn't you guys have to pay money and shit to get
Yeah,
him
we
out?
just
Yeah,
got
we
fucking
canceled the
murdered and
check.
shit.
Yeah. He broke the other dude's jaw
It
because
was
he crashed
crazy.
into him.
I want to buy Steppy an ass.
Dude, I got fucking
Take Steppy to
sunburn.
Rosarito and get an ass.
I'm looking at him. He looks sunburned. I got fucking sunburned the other day. How are we doing on time?
48 minutes.
All right, we're getting there.
We're good. We're good. Have you guys started watching? I know I asked already. Tiger King.
I haven't seen it.
I've seen 3 episodes, and because I've watched podcasts explaining what that is, and I've already known that I know what's the end, so I'm kind of like,
No,
nah,
but there's
I'm trying to
more
watch
shit
it.
too. Like people around him is just fucking. It's crazy. Just like those type. When we first started watching it, like, and you started meeting, introducing all the people that are in there, like you just look at them like, oh, I know what type of person you are. You're a fucking meth head. You're a fucking. You're a fucking.
You're a Hemet
criminal.
head.
Yeah, you're a Hemet head.
You start judging those people.
Like you already know, like, oh, you're just doing this because you're getting fucking animals on the underground and shit, like. And
Which is lucrative.
Yeah, and they're making mad fucking money. They're making mad money. Like this is fucking chick in there. She's like, so she killed her husband. I don't want to explain how.
Well, that
she did
dude
it.
from Scarface guy,
Scarface guy.
Mario,
Oh, I know.
he was like supposedly saying that Scarface was like, oh, they copied me after.
I looked it up
or
and
some shit. Like,
it's
oh, it
true.
was?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, what happened? What happened? What happened?
I don't want you. I don't want
Just
to kill
watch
it.
it.
Yeah, don't kill it. I'm
That's
gonna
like
watch
the
it.
best part.
Just
like
watch
one of the
it.
best parts.
What happened? What happened?
Whatever.
Don't tell me that.
But it's just crazy.
But
like-
tell me a little bit. But tell me.
It's just crazy because like it's a bunch of different people that own these fucking zoos and shit, and but one sticks out the most, which is Joe Exotic. He looks like Theo Vaughn's fucking uncle on crack.
One of them
and
got
shit.
their grill fixed. I saw that.
No, his
Need the
husband,
fucking beer.
and he's gay, and he's
Which we do
Gun.
not discriminate.
and but it's just a trip. Like, there's so much shit that goes on, and he's kind of like a Donald Trump in his own little way. Like, he does some
Little beer.
weird shit.
Beer.
But it's fucking good. It's good. It gets a little weird when he starts talking about the husbands and the weird shit they do.
He has
but
a
he has like 3 husbands.
one.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Yeah.
But it's
There's a lot of memes.
I'm surprised
going
you
around. I gotta
killed
watch
that
it.
already. That's a
I have
nice.
so many shows to watch. Okay, I got a little segue now.
That's a nine.
Ozark came out.
I know.
I
No, trust me. I'm itching, but I need to finish
We gotta
some.
watch it together.
I'm watching.
Alex.
I'm watching. What's that fucking show?
Identified.
No, I need to finish that too. But I'm dying up here.
That's
Oh, okay.
fucking
Showtime.
one of the
Great
best
show,
shows.
dude. Great show.
I watched it when it was on Showtime.
Stupid.
Yeah, but it's still on Showtime. The fuck.
No, it's
But,
not. They're
yeah,
not
it
coming
is.
back.
I know it's still on Showtime though. Like you don't watch it on Showtime, but fucking, it makes me appreciate Eric Griffin a lot more. He's fucking really good in that.
No,
shit.
it just. I think Santino stands out the most in that shit.
No, Santino's already
Like he
good
blew
actor.
up from
He
that.
does, but Eric Griffin
Eric-
is a fucking
Yeah.
straight up actor.
When he was on Workaholics, he was.
No,
fucking
but I
funny
know him
fuck.
as Montez. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Is like him being serious. He's really good.
And the little role he had on the Adam Sandler movie last year, the
Which movie?
one that he goes on the boat with fucking.
Oh, the mystery one or whatever. Yeah. I forget.
Oh,
what
they're
role
trying
he
to
played.
figure out who kills whatever
Mhm.
the fuck. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
Eric Griffin.
Yeah, I didn't really like that one from
I
Adam
don't like
Sandler,
how
but
Eric
yeah.
Griffin shaved his fucking beard.
Did you
I mean,
watch
his
Uncut
mustache.
Gems?
I haven't seen. It's on Amazon Prime, but I just don't want to pay for it yet.
Dude, it's good.
Oh,
I thought
Well,
it's, on,
you know-
it's not on Netflix.
Nah, you know what it is?
No.
It's just that
They're supposed to
Right
release it because
now-
he has that deal with them.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
right now it's kind of hard.
He has like the biggest. He's
no,
like
I
the
know,
richest
but I
dude.
mean, I didn't know
okay,
they were
that's
gonna do that.
You don't matter. You don't matter.
the way my bank account's set up. No, but I was watching on Complex. They're speaking to the guys from Avion. I think it's Avion Jewelry. The people that made Uncut Gems went to them to see how everything was, and they based it off of kind of like their
No,
setup.
100%. Because I watched it with my buddy, where we used to do the podcast at before.
I thought I was your buddy.
Not really. So
Nah.
he's super into jewelry. His dad's always been into jewelry, and he grew up in New York. So that area, the jewelry district, he was able to name this jeweler, that street. He's like, that's how they are. It's fucking crazy.
I haven't
Also-
seen it, so I don't know how to.
Also,
Straight
Ben
hustlers.
Baller helped him out.
Well, Ben Baller's
Adam Sandler.
like, he knows that whole world too.
I guess Adam Sandler's people called Ben Baller, and then they asked him.
Ben
about
Baller
shit, too.
sometimes is out there, but I got to give him props. He called this coronavirus thing because I follow him on Twitter. And I remember at first I was like, "This is a hoax. You're tripping. You're overthinking it."
Yeah,
But dude, he's been calling it.
like he's I don't know. He's cool. I think he's cool. Like he's cocky, but he knows his shit,
Yeah,
and he knows a lot of fucking people.
You gotta to listen to
Is
a good
Ben
podcast.
Baller the one from like the Crenshaw swap meets?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jewelry store, but I mean, he's done a lot. He's fucking produced music and blah blah. But
Yeah.
but you have to listen to his podcast with him and Ice-T. They talk about like hanging out, or Ice-T talks about fucking hanging out and having to deal with like Tukey Williams.
Oh, okay.
And fucking how much LA has
He's good
changed
on
and the
podcasts.
gangsters and that's a really
He just has a good
podcast.
voice. Period.
He just did one with Be Real, and that shit was good.
Yeah. Well,
Who,
I mean,
Ice-T?
it's the history.
No, Ben
Ben
Baller.
Baller.
Oh man.
But no, just listen to that one because I listened to that one on the way back from San Diego a couple weeks ago, and it was fucking.
And the
good.
guy who did Cookies, what's his name?
Burner.
Burner.
Burner shouts out, or one of his songs in his album. My buddy was telling me. Shout out Paris, because
Oh, yeah?
a lot of people are coming down here to get fucking bud from Paris. Because
Well, fucking Hentify, they reference Riverside like
Oh,
every
yeah,
other
a
fucking
couple times.
episode.
that's what people in LA think. They always think that Riverside's like out in the boondocks.
Yeah, bitch, we're on the freeway.
Yeah, I get mad
motherfucker.
too when like Bert Kreischer and them would say something about Riverside, like,
Or Inland Empire. Yeah.
Like shut the fuck up.
Or
Well, you have to think about it because they live in
Ontario.
LA, and the traffic to get down
Yeah.
here is ridiculous. But right now they're like, oh shit, doing like 40 minutes away.
But it annoys me when like Brandon Shaw goes, "Oh, I got to fucking 4 hours to go to Ontario." Like, no, it's not 4 hours. You.
Well, he
idiot.
exaggerates everything. Fucking Brandon Schaub.
Look at
He
his
exaggerate everything.
exaggerates his weight in his face.
face. In his face.
That's me Lily's true. But yeah, you want to try some
CBD.
is
CBD?
CBD oil.
Is it CBD?
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
it is CBD. It's CBD.
No, it's
It's
good, though.
CBD.
No, it's THC. Don't do it.
It's CBD.
I don't. I'll take some of that Jack though.
God damn,
Fool,
we're gonna be
don't
able
do
to
it.
fucking. Where you
Yeah,
going
we still have a
after
full beer.
Still a full beer.
Yeah.
Let him
Give me that
live.
Jack.
Let him live. This is our first Is That My Beer
There's
video
no Jack.
podcast.
that? There's
Let
no
him live.
Jack.
There's a slow and low.
This is
Which is
shaped
fucking
like
bomb.
Jack.
There's
if
Jim
that's what you're
Beam.
speaking
Bomb
about.
as fuck. That's bomb
Slow
as fuck.
low.
Fuck it.
Or
Oh,
you want the
yeah, take-
Sailor
no.
Jerry's?
Sailor, give me the Sailor.
Oh.
You just gave him options.
Yeah.
Well, pour it in the cup, dude.
No, here. Hand it over.
No, because then he's gonna fucking
No.
backwash that
Hand it
shit.
over. Just,
Shots.
just hand me the goddamn fucking liquor.
Martin, why the fuck are you so
I don't
submissive?
drink that shit. It don't matter to me.
He's gonna waterfall.
I'm a
that's
Buffalo Trace for life.
why. Oh, he's putting it in
what
his
the
beer.
hell?
Relax, stupid. Look what he's doing.
You're back on the booze.
Yeah.
He said, yeah. Well, you got to get on the whiskey train with us then.
We haven't been on that train for a minute.
Yeah.
Well, not a minute. It's just been 2 episodes.
Wait,
2
wasn't I
hours.
drinking whiskey with you guys the other day?
When?
Oh yeah,
What?
we were drinking the fucking slow and low and the Jim Beam. I think.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. That's
It
when I had
wasn't
that panic
Snow, no,
attack.
It was something else.
yeah.
It was
Probably Buffalo
what was
Trace.
It was Buffalo. Yeah.
Buffalo Trace is the go-to.
Buffalo Trace is fucking good.
It's bad though. It's good, but it's bad because I can drink a shitload and I don't feel anything.
And it's crazy because the other people that I know, like they say it's good, but they can't drink it straight. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh,
That's
I
the
just
only
drink
way
it,
I could
yeah,
drink it.
on ice.
Or I mean, with ginger ale sometimes the splash, but just straight, it's perfect. I need to. I keep saying I'm gonna take that home, but I don't know if I ever will.
What?
No.
The thing I got
The
for
ice
fucking
cube
the gift
shit?
exchange,
Oh,
so we can make the. Because I want to do it here, but I'm never here.
What'd you use
to do
that black wing? Who got the black dick?
it. A steppy.
Oh shit, never mind.
He kept it.
I don't want to know what he did. Lisa. Never mind.
What the fuck? Did you say that?
What are all the
That's
gifts
your
we
mother.
got? What, I know. Dude.
Content.
What did you get at the gift exchange?
He got
That's
the
crazy to
fucking
think
best
that was.
fucking gift, bro. He got my
almost
gift.
4
I got
months ago.
everything on there.
I forgot what I got.
You got dartboard.
Oh yeah.
You got Mighty Ducks. You got a
the Mighty
flask.
Ducks, VHS.
I needed a flask. Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I
you
re-gifted
did.
and gave it to my
Bedazzled fucking flask, pink flask.
Oh,
what-
the
A
cup.
cup that you did like a little game in it.
Oh yeah.
and I
Thank
gave
you,
away
Walgreens.
that and something else. Oh, the little thing next to it. Eric was gone.
I
Like,
got your shit.
Dude, Christmas
Yeah.
is gonna be
I don't
fucked
know.
oh, I got
up
a
this
golf
year.
set.
Let's thought about that. Christmas.
Was I back in
is
the
gonna be
hospital
fucked up
again,
this
or
year.
No.
No, it was like I
some
forget when.
some other bullshit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Wait.
no, you were. I think you were in Mexico. You were in Rosarito.
We're just guessing.
Oh
now.
yeah.
Oh, that might have been your Rosarito trip.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do you have dual citizenship?
Yeah, bro.
No,
Yeah.
but I want to do that.
Citizenship.
I want to do that.
I
wanna
heard
do
it's
my
not
dual.
that easy, but I want to do it
No,
too.
it's pretty easy. My buddy did it.
Yeah?
It's as long as because our parents are from
Oh,
out
that's
there.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All we gotta do is like, oh yeah,
We have to do it though, because our parents have land out there, so we
Yeah.
have to do that.
yeah.
Because look, they say that Americans can't have coastal land. We're not technically coastal land, but we're like 15 minutes away from the beach.
Yeah.
So we should probably do it.
Yeah.
I want to fucking
Get coastal land. It's like 30
get
grand.
rich and buy my grandpa's house, but I don't know when that's gonna happen. Podcast, keep listening.
Who owns your grandpa's house?
My uncle.
Oh.
Well, technically all our family, but
Yeah, but that son of a gun.
you know how that is when someone dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, my parents have land out there too, but they're divorced now, so
You don't know.
Well,
what to do.
have you heard the?
I need to learn. My dad's been trying to teach us to go and pay like the water bills and all that shit.
Well, Melissa knows someone that she worked with. Her parents went over there. They were in the news, and they got fucking killed by the brother who was a landlord and buried in the backyard with 5 other people.
yeah, we're not worried about that though, because we have a good family. So
But I'm just saying that shit's intense, right? And the only way they found him was that the daughter from over here used Find My iPhone for her mom's phone, and they.
oh, I
it
think I
traced
read
it.
about that.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
it's
crazy.
crazy. It's just it's so crazy because Melissa knew
It's
someone that was affiliated
like where
with
our
that.
grandpa has his house at. Like that street is like nothing but family.
Yeah,
No one
it's,
lives
it's,
there.
it's like my uncle across the street, my other uncle, my grandpa. Like,
And then,
it's fucking
my-
crazy.
I think my mom's fucking cousin, the lady who lives across the street.
Yeah, it takes care of everything.
Yeah, the one that.
So like obviously none of us live there. Over time our uncles just made enough money to buy the land and then build a house there, and then so it's like we have our own neighborhood, and then we had my mom's cousin just watch over all the houses while we weren't there.
But it's crazy how I work with some person that, or a lady that has family out there as well. How the paperwork's so iffy. Like if you don't go for a while to collect, like how you're saying, collect your bills and pay them, then the person living there can just pay them, and then they'll show that they're paying, so it's their land.
But they're legit. Like they'll call my dad. Like, hey,
I mean, that's kind of the same as it is over here. Like you have
squatter rights or
squatter
some
rights
shit.
and shit like
squatter
that.
rights.
Yeah.
Well, right now, look at we're about to kick out the people from our crib in Riverside, but fucking with all the shit going on right now, we don't know. Like,
Yeah,
because they were supposed to be gone next month, and now we don't know if like that's even possible.
We don't even know if they could pay the fucking house. That's fucking scary.
Yeah.
2 mortgages. Fuck. Could get all the overtime we can. But fucking Corona, man.
Why don't you two move into that house?
I know. We thought about that.
Pod there.
I can actually.
We probably could, but yeah.
It'd be further for my. Oh no, it'd be closer for you, but further for me. I mean,
And then we could literally set up a studio there.
The garage is already made as a studio, pretty much.
Yeah, 2 rooms. We can actually. Damn, it's crazy to think about it because the garage has 2 rooms. We can have the studio room and then we can have the fucking producer room, and that's fucking nuts. But we'll think about it.
I think that's a good place.
Oh shit!
Like I've been thinking about it. What? Trying to stop us?
Oh, I don't know. It sounded pretty good.
You sounded
Right there.
pretty good. Stupid.
Well, I still gotta finish this fucking beer.
I know, and I'm still drinking.
no one out.
This is our
You don't gotta-
video podcast.
You can't stay, but you don't got. Oh, you gotta leave, but you can't. What is it? MTV Cribs. Remember what they said?
You can't. I mean, you can. I forget.
You can't stay, but you gotta get the fuck out of here or something.
Dude,
like
on
that.
the way here,
No, it's you don't gotta go home, but you can't stay here.
Yeah.
dude, on the way here, we were listening to Pia Pia by
Yeah,
Little
Lil
John.
Jon.
Lil Jon.
Because at first when I got into the car and I had to go get something, I came back in and the fucking Nook, if you book right, Nook, if you book right was on. And I was like, what the fuck, you put that shit on? He's like, no, it just came on. I was like, oh shit. So I started looking through my shit.
Bro, remember the part?
Oh fuck.
To the window.
To the wall.
There's sweat drip down.
No, our
my
song was
nose.
fucking sipping on some scissors.
Sipping on some.
No, I'm just saying, bitches went crazy for.
What was the shake your ass? Fucking.
Watch yourself. No, but I think you're talking about that was
What's the
The
juvenile?
one I'm
song?
talking about was
Oh,
36
Juvenile.
Mafia.
3-6 Mafia, but
Yeah.
I'm talking about the one that was like,
I used to have a dude, my suite mate in my dorms. The
Mhm.
dude that shared a bathroom with me in the second room. His name was Wendell. So we'd be like, to the window. He'd be like, fuck you guys.
I was talking about the Too Short song. To the Too Short song.
Which one? One of the
Bitch.
best Too Short songs is Player.
Shake That Monkey.
Oh,
Shake
shit.
That Monkey.
I watched. I saw Too
Getting
Short.
it. Remember Getting It and Player? He's like, I remember when I was 14 when
That's
I
when
first
he was
got my
younger.
dick sucked.
Yeah.
I saw Too Short live in Rosarito Beach at Animal, one of the clubs,
Mm.
and it was fucking legit as fuck. Like Too Short's a fucking G. He came out, he started talking his shit, started smoking his blunt, and there was this girl in the front row, and she was just like screaming, whatever. He's like, shut up, bitch. Like he started to say, like, shut up, bitch. Like let me talk to my people. And she kept screaming. He somehow had a fucking tampon. He fucking shut up, bitch, and fucking threw it at her, hit her in the face.
That must have been orchestrated.
I knew a chick that
And then he came
fucked
onto the
with Too
crowd,
Short.
and I still have the picture. And I just straight up took a picture of him on the
yeah,
disposable cameras. Like you can see Too Short, like literally just. I just took.
Disposable
fucking
camera
tight.
days.
No, but I knew a chick when we were back in the day that used to actually
Hook
Too
up with
Short
him?
would fucking hit her up when he'd come out here
Oh
and
shit!
fuck with her. I'm like, fuck, and she wasn't even that bad. But it's
Yeah, I
weird how,
mean,
like,
Too Short
Yeah.
has been old as fuck since.
he's old as fuck. Yeah. It's
Okay.
funny how you know someone that would fuck like be on call when Too Short comes out here. That
Yeah.
just sounds funny.
Too Short is fucking the G.
Yeah, no, his earlier classics. For
Like
sure.
the one that he was supposed to retire. This is my last song.
Yeah.
Forgot what it's called, but that's just a dope ass song. Fucking Too Short.
Came a long way, ladies and gentlemen.
We've
Long,
come a long
long
way.
It's crazy. We're on video now.
We're on video. When are you getting the animation?
We already got it.
You already got it?
Oh, for this one?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That would
I
be
gotta do it.
tight if we fucking knew someone that could just do the whole podcast.
Let me
animation.
tag you guys because
Like what?
I'm tagging someone to do the animation.
Like
for
how
the
we're
next
like
one.
how the podcast is live right now, but we're just cartoons throughout the whole time.
Someone could do. I mean, we can pay someone on Fiverr to do that too. But if someone's listening to this shit, we'll pay you. Maybe.
Animator.
Maybe.
Or we'll shout you out. How about that?
Or we could play Warzone together.
All right. Well, 7125media.com. This podcast is At My Beer. Our other podcast is Are We Doing This Right? And we're out.